live look now at Faneuil Hall here in Boston, where former Mayor Tom Menino is lying in state, awake, just now opening to the public. We will have more on how the city is honoring Mayor Menino's legacy in just a moment. But first, some tough weather to cover. Breaking news this morning, we are learning that the suspect in a Dorchester homicide has been found dead.
Lynn admits it's quirky. Her son found these mannequin legs in a dumpster.
We thought it'd be really cool because let's have it coming out of the stump. The stump's so ugly, let's have some lawn art.
They change his clothes with the seasons and special occasions.
He's been dressed for Christmas, wearing Christmas holiday outfits and lights surrounding him. Halloween, he loves Halloween.
Earlier this year, a provocative postcard arrived from Mr. Man E. Quinn.
On the back it said, "I see you every day. Will you go out with me?"
The flirtations continued. "I never thought socks and sandals could be so attractive," this one said. And then in February, a card arrived saying, "Be on the lookout. I have a surprise for you."
A few days later, she appeared, dressed in her Valentine outfit.
They seem happy, but like all relationships, there are issues. She's even dumped him a few times.
She comes and goes, though. Sometimes she needs to be alone, and he needs alone time. And she'll reappear.
Usually in a new outfit. Despite the occasional separations and quarrels, these two have been together since Valentine's Day. That's 8 months. Clearly, this relationship has legs. You may notice while Manny is upside down, she is not.
Women are usually right. Upright, I meant to say.
Lynn and her husband don't know who's behind all this, and they're not concerned.
This is just really fun, and to keep that mystery going.
In Orleans, Janet Wu, 7 News 19.
We begin our coverage tonight with 7's Janet Wu, and she was there when those bombs went off. Janet?
Reed, those blasts so strong they shook our news van about a block and a half away. This all happening 4 hours, 9 minutes, and 44 seconds into the official marathon start time for the majority of runners. That is really the height of the marathon, when a large part of that field is making its way towards the finish line. Those explosions turning what is normally a joyous day here in Boston into a tragic one. Cheering turns to confusion and then chaos at the finish line of the Boston Marathon. 2 bombs detonate seconds apart, bloodying spectators and knocking runners off their feet.
At first it almost sounded like a cannon blast, but it felt so strong it literally almost blew my hat off. And everybody started running the other way. There were a few people that were running over towards them to help out the injured, and there were some really bad injuries. Some people were very, very badly hurt.
3 people confirmed killed, including an 8-year-old child. Counterterrorism officials say multiple explosive devices were found at the scene. Federal agents leaving Boston hospitals carried out bags containing victims' clothing, trying to identify the type of explosives used.
We will turn every rock over to find the people who were responsible for this.
Cameras captured the explosions across from the main grandstand, where hundreds of spectators had gathered.
The guy next to me and his wife, she lost her limb, and we helped him and help her get in an ambulance. It was unspeakable images that nobody should ever see, and it's contradictory to the spirit of the marathon.
The remaining runners were stopped and the race canceled as emergency crews rushed in. President Obama says the culprit will be caught.
We will find out who did this. We'll find out why they did this. Any responsible individuals, any responsible groups will feel the full weight of justice.
The injuries are severe. Some victims have lost limbs.
Well, they're not looking okay because that's not what critical condition means, unfortunately. So, it's really too early to say how everybody is going to do.
Governor Deval Patrick asked Boston residents to stay home as investigators did their work.
We are asking everybody to stay out of the perimeter of the explosions, about a 15-block area which has been secured by the state police. That is a crime scene right now.
On a day named for patriots, a sad reminder that enemies are out there ready to wreak terror. And And at an hour when this area should be filled with runners celebrating, instead you see law enforcement officials. Again, I am within the perimeter of the 15-block area that has remained closed tonight and will remain closed tomorrow, as investigators do, as Ed Davis said, turning over every stone to find those responsible. Reporting live from New York Copley Square, Janet Wu, 7 News 19.
A child rape suspect accused of a cross-country crime spree is now behind bars in Massachusetts. Tonight, he is facing new charges out of Colorado. Gregory Lewis has been formally charged with attempted murder and 3 counts of sexual assault for an alleged attack in Denver. Turning to the latest on the Ebola outbreak, the New York doctor infected with the virus is showing signs of improvement.